Of course, men shouldn't have a say when it comes to abortion. If you don't have a uterus, you don't get an opinion.
No uterus, no opinion.
Her body, her choice. We hear all the time that since females are the only ones who can get pregnant, they should be the only voices that matter on the subject of abortion. But let's think about this for just a minute. Does this kind of reasoning really make sense? First off, gatekeeping who can have an opinion on the topic of abortion based on their sex is, well, a little bit sexist. Does anyone actually believe that you're not allowed to have an opinion on something unless you have been personally affected by it? Do you have to be a parent to know that child abuse is wrong? Do you have to be married or in a relationship to speak out against domestic abuse? Or how about this? Is it okay for women to protest against the draft, even though they can't be drafted? Second, and most importantly, this is a terrible argument because the killing of children should concern everyone. And that is what we're talking about. Abortion is the direct and intentional killing of preborn sons and daughters through dismemberment, starvation, draining the blood from the fetus's body, or lethal injection with poison to the child's head or heart. And this is happening over 2,800 times every single day in America. People are literally telling men they have no right to speak out against this. Just because we can't get pregnant? Men not only have the right to protect children from murder, they have the responsibility to, regardless of the child's age, in the womb or out of the womb. And don't be fooled, it isn't men in general the pro-choice crowd wants to silence. It's pro-life men. They love to hear the opinions of pro-abortion men. Roe v. Wade was the Supreme Court opinion that required states to allow abortion, and it was decided completely by men. Abortion was championed in America mainly by two men, Larry Lader and Bernard Nathanson, the co-founders of NARAL, who actually complained that the women's movement was too slow to embrace abortion. So what did they want? Well, they wanted to make a lot of money. Oh, and they wanted men to be able to have sex without any responsibilities. Let's look at the men who have championed Planned Parenthood over the years and whose voices have been platformed by the abortion lobby. Hugh Hefner, Harvey Weinstein, Bill Clinton. Look at the way they have treated women and tell me these guys are feminists. And that should surprise no one. Because what kind of man does abortion appeal to most? The one who wants to have casual sex with women, but who has no interest in taking responsibility for their children. It's her decision, says the pro-choice man as he abandons his child and the woman he got pregnant. When people say that abortion is a woman's issue, a woman's right, or a decision exclusively between a woman and her doctor, the implication is that a man shouldn't expect to be involved in anything beyond the sexual act. No long-term commitment to the woman or their child financially or relationally. As a man, you were told to either parrot the talking points of the abortion industry or shut up. Well, to all the men out there who are being told to shut up, do you think they're demanding this because you have no power or because you do? If you talk to a woman who's in a situation where she doesn't know if she wants to have an abortion or not, the most influential person in her life is not Taylor Swift, it's not even her parents, it's the father of her child. If the father of the child is willing to say, look, no matter what happens, I'm going to be with you. I'm going to protect, I'm going to provide, and I'm going to be there for our child. You say that, and the chance of her having an abortion drops dramatically. Because the reality is, 87% of abortions are obtained by unmarried women. And 6 in 10 women who abort are already raising a child. So where are the husbands? Where are the fathers? Oh yeah, I know. They were told this is just a women's issue. They were told men have no say. And that message discourages the men who want to step up and take responsibility, who want to speak on behalf of their children. They're remaining silent because society has told them to. Abortion and fatherlessness go hand in hand. The United States has the highest rate of children living in single-parent households. Almost a quarter of U.S. children under the age of 18 live with one parent. That's over 3 times the worldwide average. And guess who roughly 80% of those single-parent homes are led by? Single mothers. This is the outcome you should expect when a society tells people that pregnancy is just a woman's issue. Well, gentlemen, no more. Our country, our culture, and especially our families need courageous men who are going to step up and speak up. The abortion industry is killing our children and leaving broken women and men in its wake. The mothers of our children need us. Our sons and daughters need us. So let's be the kind of men they need.